Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Sharp. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the second time I did this shit. Talking without the microphone being on, but it's all right. How you doing? Y'all know y'all, that's why y'all listen to me, because I be making all kinds of mistakes, honey. I be getting it wrong. You know that brings an engagement, right? So believe it, Auntie knows exactly what she's doing. Anyway, how you doing? Good, good, good. Who me? I'm doing fine, honey. Just fine. Just fine. What a great, relaxing weekend. Had reconnected. Well, I went to a workshop and ran into a friend of mine. So I'm going to be going out to lunch with her on this coming Saturday. And just really didn't do nothing on Sunday. Thank God. At least for now. I take advantage of these little downtimes because I know there's a time if I get cast for the show, baby, it's gonna be busy, 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 busy. So I embrace these quiet, low, slow times, So yeah, and it's a busy month coming up. Y'all know Sir's birthday is coming up, so I got some stuff planned for him later in the month. So yeah, I'm just embracing while I can, honey. Anyway, we are here. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. We growing, y'all. We just a few ticks away from my goal. If y'all are new here, we are trying to get to 1,500 by my birthday. When is your birthday, Char? May 3rd. I know you're like, okay, honey, that's like 2 months away. Look, I like to plan ahead. So we lost one person, but we gained three. So sometimes that happens. It happens. A lot of people, you need a certain type of spoon to be able to digest how I present beyond the gates, because mine is very different than the rest. And everybody has their own lane, and I love everybody. I listen to a whole lot of people. I might not say nothing in the comments, but there's a lot of people that I sub and listen to. And I don't listen to anybody prior to me getting on the microphone, because again, mine is real time. But after I do it, I like to hear people's what they have to say and their input. And I just like to hear it, because we're all here seeing the same thing and with different pairs of eyes, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all had a good weekend. Okay, okay, good, good, good. I know you're gonna tell me what y'all did in the comments below. Please do. If you're new here, I do care what you're talking about. So if you say anything in the comments that's friendly and nice, I will respond. I will definitely respond to you. I used to do a whole video series where I used to read your comments, but it just got too overwhelming, so I had to cut back from that. So I do take the time to respond to your words, okay? Because your words definitely do matter over here, all right? So we on the road, y'all. We on our way up there to almost 1,500. A lot of y'all was like, girl, you're going to reach your way before May 3rd, but hell, hey, you never know. You never know. All right, let's go and get this party started. We are here to do a full audio recap of episode number 48, season 2 of Beyond the Gates. Last week was pretty cool, right? Right? It's pretty cool. Let's see how they gonna do. We see old mean ass Deanna is coming. I told y'all she was coming. Didn't I tell y'all she was coming? Some more people are coming, but I think that, well, I ain't gonna mention so much, but there are some more people who are gonna be added. How soon do I have to check my sources just to make sure I know when that is? But anyway, but yes, yes, I'm so excited to see what this week is going to be like. And let's go ahead and have some fun. Okay, all right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Naomi, you do know that we're going to the Uptown, not to the Met Gala, right? We are at Naomi's bedroom, I guess. And this is the sisters talking. Chelsea and Naomi. And Naomi was like, bitch, my man done sent me some flowers. I'm trying to be cute, So she laid out her dress. Y'all know what we do, but I like that little robe she got on. Y'all will see the picture at the end. So Naomi tells her, girl, I couldn't decide on what to wear, honey. So I laid everything out. I need some help with dressing up, okay? Can you help me? Okay. Chelsea said, oh, okay, let's do this. And just do this. And she goes to the closet. And this. Of course, Chelsea knows what to put together. I mean, I am so glad, girl, that you inherited mom's fashion. Cause, girl, baby sis, this eats down. Okay, but they better eat, right? Eat, eat, eat. I mean, I think you're spending way too much time with me and Kat, sis. But you ain't wrong, Queen. We down, we cool. We know how to dress. Yes, we do. Jacob will not be able to keep his hands off of you if you're gonna have this on, sis. Is he coming tonight? Wait a minute, they don't know that he. Wait a minute, Chelsea don't know. No, he's doing some special training out of town, she said. She said, aha, Chelsea says, I thought I saw those flowers over there. For a second, sis, I thought they were an apology bouquet. Yeah, honey, they'll do that shit. Y'all men, y'all know when y'all hook up, y'all be sending them flowers. Y'all know that. So Naomi was like, mm-hmm, like dad used to send mom. Yeah, Chelsea says. But I then remembered who my brother in law is. Jacob would not apologize after the fact with some arrangement that his assistant bought. You two always communicate directly and face your problems head on, like a real partnership. Oh, Naomi was like, "Well, girl, that's really nice for you to say that shit, but and no apologies necessary. We're good. We're all good, boo." She said the flowers are just me knowing, he's just reminding me that I'm on his mind, all right, while we're apart. That's all it is. All right, we're at the red door, and Samantha is there with her dad, Smitty. He's on a iPad doing stuff, and she's frustrated. Like, my God, this is like sitting in the therapist's office, and we don't know what the fuck they're writing in their notebook. He was like, "Wait a minute, how do you know? Have you ever been going to a therapist behind our damn backs?" I love their little fireplace. That is so dope. It's so cozy and nice. So I guess Smitty is checking over her that assignment. Remember, she had that project, so he's going over. She said, "Come on, Dad, give me something, please." He was like, "Look, this draft was better than the last, and I promise to go over all my notes when I'm finished." So he puts that damn iPad down. He looking at his phone like he ain't heard shit from Jacob yet. So she goes on about her AP psychology, blah blah blah. It's harder than she thought. He's like, "Fuck that! I'm looking at my phone." So he was like, "What's the use of having a professional writer in the fam if I can't check your essays?" He said, "You doing good. This part is done, and then once you finish and you rewrite that shit, then we're gonna be having the biggest damn cheesecake your stomach can handle, girl. You ready?" She was like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute. With fresh strawberries and whipped cream." He was like, "Hey, is there any other way?" He started doing the robot and the snake. I was like, "Okay, Smitty, you better do it." I mean, your pop is out there getting the cake for you right now, right now. Do 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 do. He just doing the pop lock and shit. I'm like, "Okay, Smitty, go." So they was like, "Hey, hey." So he gets a little click click on his phone. He checks. Damn it, is that damn Jacob with a text that says, "I think I'm in fucking trouble." Damn. Then we get the damn bop, y'all. Bop, 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 bop. Uh-huh. Hey, hey. All right, we're at the country club and we see Martin rushing in there. And so the little waiter guy, I like him. I mean, bro, be talking. He might not have a little lines here, but that boy got a steady gig. I ain't mad at bro. The guy, the little waiter behind, he be behind the bar. Yeah, him. So Martin was like, "Yeah, I'm here to Congressman Martin Richardson, I got you right away." For those of you who have the Dish Network, we got a little program alert at the bottom. As of March the 10th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they snatching all CBS stations off your shit. So, you Dish Network person, yeah, that's it for you. Okay, all right. Just a little alert. That's what's rolling at the tick at the bottom of my screen. So Martin just had to turn around because saw Bill over there chewing. He was stuffing his mouth. "Hey, Bill." Bill was still chewing. He was like, "I heard about Haley. How's she doing? She done all right?" Martin, you don't care. He was like, "Well, well, she trying to work through that shit. It's been rough though. Yeah, she's at home now, getting some much needed rest." I wonder did they do that in one take? Because it's hard to do your lines, think and chew and swallow at the same time. I wonder did they pause it so he can chew a lot of it down so he can come back. But I think Timon, that's his real name, Timon. He's such a consummate actor. I'm sure he's done chewed and ate and talked at the same time. But it's hard as fuck, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. You doing in the normal life trying to eat, talk, and chew and swallow at the same time. It's hard. Can you imagine when you have to remember, meaning your lines, chew, think, block, put the prop down, make sure it's a lot, honey. It's a lot. Shit, small talk. Martin talking about shit. He can't believe that she's been attacked. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, Bill said, yeah, physically she's healing, but emotionally, man, takes a little longer. Martin says. He was like, yeah, especially when you feel like you haven't gotten much justice. Bill tells Martin. That old motherfucking judge done released him pending on his own recognizance. What kind of bullshit is that? And Bill was like, if I ever get my hands on that fuck. He was like, you're justifiably frustrated, Martin says. But that man is thank you. Who was it? Blaze. One of y'all sent me that damn Mr. Hammer. That's woo. Y'all sent me the email about that man Wesley Hammer. He played the homeless man. Y'all knew I liked his voice, but he fine. Think he's like a athlete, an Olympian or something. He was yummy. I hope he come back and scoop June in his arm. He gonna come back with all that money, come back with that damn suit on, with that haircut, baby. Plant a big one on June's mouth, and I'm gonna be here for it too. I'm gonna be here for that shit. Y'all want June to be with Doug? No, bring back Wesley Hammer. Bring back the hammer and let him hammer her. I mean, y'all know what I mean. So, Bill, we still talking about Haley. Well, yeah, she'd be all right in time, but thanks for asking, man. Martin was like, well, you mind some unsolicited advice? So he was like, Bill was like, depends on what the fuck it is. Martin was like, keep a close eye on Haley's ass. That impact on that type of violence that she experienced can stay on you much longer than what you think and surface in ways that you wouldn't even expect. Okay, Martin. He gives those Martin speeches every now and then. Damn, okay, we see Kat looking at her phone with Chelsea and her posing beside their Chelsea cat bags. They still mad with each other? I thought they made up by now. Damn, that was like all last week. So Kat just reaches back in her head. Maybe we should just fuck Tomas, fuck Madison, and we could just share this cottage together, get old and gray without them bitches, all right? Okay, deal. People say that when they locked in the moment till you become engaged and that changes. So they do a long shot and we found out that she's actually in her mother's office. So we see Nicole show up. Hi, sweetheart. Kat was like, well, your text said that you'd be working like, well, I know that you've been reading my texts, but it's nice to finally get a response. It's been a while. I'm sorry, Kat says. I was going to get back to you, Mom, but there's been a lot going on. So I've heard. Vanessa said that you're touring condos. Want to tell me why? So we are at the hole in the wall, and we see Joey with two. I tell you, if I ever visit that set, I'm like, I want to go to the hole in the wall, and I want to sip whatever they sip in them damn bottles. Um, Joey, I guess he's talking to Vanessa. He says, I saw Derek's announcement about the clinic's grand opening. Yeah, that is Vanessa. He's giving Vanessa a swallow of some brown. He said he did a good job. So that y'all didn't even wait a minute. First, y'all didn't show us Derek. I mean, damn, not Derek, damn it. Doug's funeral. Now you didn't even show us Derek when he made the announcement for the clinic. Y'all was supposed to have the newspaper. If y'all did it for Danny, y'all could have hired them same people and put on a different wig and costume on them people and have him make that announcement. Come on, y'all. So Vanessa was like, as I expected. Joey was like, shit, you would have been much better, baby. She was like, and Leslie, exponentially worse. And they clink glasses. Yes, way worse. Uh-oh. So Joey wants to know whose idea was it to partner with Garland Memorial? I think Joey found out who the impaler was and he found out how lucrative it was and he put his hands in there. I feel like that's what happened, y'all. Because remember last week Randy said he saw the trucks and he oversaw it and everything is cool. I feel like Joey was like, I need to know whose hand is in this damn plasma bullshit because I want my fingers to do the walking in that. So Vanessa was like, well, I suggested it and Derek arranged it with the hospital. She says, now we can plan the dedication ceremony. I do assume that you will be there, right, boo? Right? He says, a dedication to the late Dr. McBride. I wouldn't miss it for the world. She says, wonderful. Donnell has already RSVP'd and he's, excuse me, I burped, excuse me, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. Last week I did a snort. I didn't mean to do that, y'all. I thought I had that thing on down. I didn't know I snorted. Remember I sneezed and that y'all didn't hear that, but I did. I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, he's trying to convince mean ass Deanna to come along too. We know she coming. Oh, mean ass. So while she's pouring herself another swallow, she's like, you can finally meet her. And so he was like, excuse me? I'm going to make reservations at Fiola, and a culinary enthusiast like you will love it. Vanessa, I mean, restaurant choices aside, do you really think that it's a good time to introduce your grieving and heartbroken daughter to her mother's lover? Well, We're back at the country club, and so Bill tells Martin, "Look, have a seat, man. I mean, I appreciate your little advice and everything, but your situation and her situation is two different things. You know, what you and it happened with you and Vernon on the night at night on the side of that road. You know, that was extreme. I mean, that escalated real fucking fast." He said, "But Haley, she just got hurt. She was just shaking up a bit. That's all." You said that shit was over within seconds, and Martin was like, "Is one thing I learned getting ready for his long sentence? I see this long sentence on my screen. It's never, no, it's you. Wait a minute, what he saying? It's one thing I learned is you never really, okay, it's you never really know what would spark a trauma response. All right, we'll see whatever the fuck they talking about. If they ain't talking about shit, next." So he was like, what do you mean? Not pay attention to not only what she says but what she does. You know, violent blah 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 can help trigger things, and it can be overlooked and dismissed. We all know that that bitch is faking. So poor Martin. "Well, yeah, man, she already had one panic attack already, and yeah, she having trouble sleeping, and you know, she's just overly emotional and shit." Yeah. And the Oscar goes to you keep talking about the fact that she's too afraid to leave the damn house without him. So Martin was like, "Well, has she talked to anybody?" I mean, man, I wish that she had more, social support. I mean, Chelsea was able to get over her kidnapping because she was relying on her community. That's Haley's fault. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Martin kind of gave a little dig. He said, "Well, unfortunately, that's a community that that bitch will never have here in Fairmont Crest." And that's when the guy said another line. "You better do that, bro." He said, "Sorry for the delay, Congressman." And he gave Martin his big old box of cake. How sweet. So Martin tells Bill, "If you need anything, let me know." And he said, "I appreciate it." I mean, that was the most cordial I ever seen them act with each other, right? Because last year, every time Bill saw Martin, he just did a scowl. Anyway, we're back at the hole in the wall. Vanessa tells Joey, "Obviously, I wouldn't introduce you as my lover. For now, all Deanna would need to know is that we're friends and business partners. If she's anything like her mammy, she will see right through that." Or she could take her twin brother's approach and see how and realize how important you are to me. "Vanessa, everything you told me about her, I just don't think this dinner is in her best interest, girl. I mean, you're the one who told me that her grief has been so damn overwhelming." "Joey, I appreciate the concern that you have about my daughter, but I like to think that I know her a lot better than you do. She's getting better. On FaceTime the other night, she was like a ray of sunshine, laughing and joyful and telling me stories about her friends. And yet she still hasn't set the foot in her childhood home because she knows her father's never coming back there. I damn think that she needs more time." "You're reading this wrong. My kids have had their worlds upended with all these secrets that have come to light since Doug's passing. Now you want me to add another one? If she finds out about us before I have the chance to talk to her myself, she'll never forgive me. Anyway, the dedication won't be for a couple of days, and we don't have to settle on it right now." So she gets up and give him a kiss. He was like, "Wait a minute, you're leaving?" She says, "I am, but not for the argument. I have plans tonight." "See you after," he says. She says, "If you're lucky." Okay, so we see Ashley looking all cute in her little red on. I like when she dresses up. She's at Uptown, and Naomi is running late. So she says, "Boo," she sends her a text, "Boo, fashion hiccup, be there soon." So I guess they're having a girls' night out, just chilling. Okay. So she sees the text, and then she picks up the phone and calls Grace and leaves a message like, "Hey Grayson, I know that you had to work late, but I started thinking about your sissy ass, and I think that you should come over if you can afterwards, okay?" "I promise that I'll make it worth your while." Back at the red door, I tell you, that damn Smitty is like glued to his phone. And Samantha's like, "What the fuck is going on? Looking all that phone like this." So Smitty asked Jacob, "Where the fuck is you?" Jacob like, "On the move." So Samantha was like, "I see something that's going on with you. You only get that look on your face when something is serious." Because he has his phone all up and out. Why the hell you reading it like that? You ain't supposed to read your phone up and out like that, boy. Mm-mm. He's like, "Look, Samantha, please get the fuck out of here. I need a minute, all right?" She acting all worrisome and shit. Go sit in the corner somewhere, bitch. I'm focused on something right now. Shit. He tells Smitty in a text, he says, someone recognized me. My cover may be blown. Damn. I mean, a lot of people are saying that if Jacob would have did a more deeper cover, it might have worked. But I'm like, just a ball cap, baby, and a hoodie. That ain't no damn undercover and some earrings. That ain't no. If he would have shaved his head, if he would have colored his hair, if he would have shaved off his facial hair, that would have worked. I don't know. I mean, I guess that wasn't part of the contract. If he would have shaved off his facial hair, I think it would have worked. But you look like everybody else. So now Smitty's got to think of a way of how he can work through this crap. Are they gonna show them today? Cause y'all ain't gonna have me hanging by a string on Friday and then keep me dangling today. Now let's see Jacob and let's see Grayson. Oh God, we at Nicole's office and this lying cat. It's not a big deal. It's not like Chelsea and I haven't gotten on each other's nerves before. I hate when she lies. I it's just it just takes so much for you to get the truth out of her. It takes so much, and I get so exhausted, y'all. I get I get so exhausted. I finished watching Bridgerton, and unfortunately, I liked the whole show, but there's only one character I did not like, and it was the main character, Sophie. And because she just kept lying, I know people are like, "What? You didn't like her?" Nope, I did not like her character. I did not. I just didn't like it. Anyway, back to Beyond the Gates. You've had tiffs, but none of that bothered you to the point you're wanting to move out. Kat was like, Mom, look, just trust me, okay? Let us handle this shit ourselves, all right? We're big girls. Okay, Nicole says. But if you need an ear, and likewise, good. Because there is something that I actually need to talk to you about. What's on your mind? Kat says. Nicole says, You. Come on, Mom. And this vendetta you have with Leslie and Eva. Oh my gosh, I literally can't win. It's always me who's wrong, but I'm actually not wrong. It's like that's all that lady said, and this girl then got up out the chair, just went right off. Yeah. Somebody had did a title. Is it revenge or what is this girl's problem with Eva and Leslie? I mean, I'm not telling her to get over it because it's still kind of fresh. It ain't even been a year old yet. The wound, some people can get over it quicker than others. But this baby, I swear. That woman has gotten away with every bad deed, every conniving plan, every crime she's committed since she's been in town, and everyone just moving the fuck on like it's no big deal. When damn Nicole was like that last week, remember? I think Vanessa had to calm herself down. So hopefully Nicole will be like, "Girl, I know the feeling." Vanessa had to, get me off the cliff. I know, believe it, I know. Please, Nicole, redeem. Please, I need for you to just say, baby girl, I can relate. I'm mad too. I'm pissed. Please. That is not what we are doing, honey. So does right and wrong not matter anymore? Does Laura not matter, Mom? Of course. But you have to learn to pick your battle for your own peace of mind. And I know that it's difficult to do. That woman is downright infuriating. But you are allowing her to consume you. You're not going to like hearing this, but you are behaving exactly like her, which is why she's your mother. Y'all know I just added that in there because that's been the light tea that this baby and Eva were switched at birth, so that Leslie is really her mother and Eva is really Nicole's daughter. So Kat was like, Bitch, I have never even considered half the things that Leslie Thomas has actually done. Like you, she has let anger overwhelm her. That and envy has been the driving force of every decision that she has made. Her wanting revenge has poisoned her. I don't want that to happen to you. So, what do you want me to do, Mom? Pretend like I don't picture her ass in a prison cell every day? And just outsmart her, right? She has become the expert at trolling our family, but she can only do that if we allow her to push our buttons. So, take away her power. Pretend that she doesn't even exist at all. Shit, Kat was like, honey, that is easier said than done. Pretending that bitch don't exist? Please. Focus on the good in your life, okay? Your budding relationship, your family, your growing business. Kat was like, honey, well, the majority of that centers on Chelsea, and we're not in the best place right now. Okay. So, guess it's back to hating Leslie. She's just so matter of fact about it. Damn. Okay, so we're back at Naomi's house, and she's so she models this little cute dress and this cropped leather jacket she got on with some heels. And so she tells her sister, look at me, bitch. Well, yes, ma'am. You ready? Yes, girl. We ready. Let's go, girl. She says, I'm texting Ashley now to tell her that we're on our way, girl. Is Kat meeting us there, sis? That'll be a no. She's still ducking all of my calls. Naomi asked the same question. Wait a minute, bitch. Y'all still fighting? She said, I saw her the other day and I just assumed you guys made up. Well, we've never had a fight last as long. I mean, I don't know what her issue is. Well, the feeling I got, honey, is that Kat is definitely not interested in being a forever third wheel to you and Madison. When has Kat ever been a third wheel to anyone that I've dated? Yeah. Naomi was like, bitch, when have you ever been engaged? Hmm. Well, Granddad said the same thing. It's just frustrating because I'm not trying to push Kat away. It just bugs me that she's just bailing without really talking to me about it. Naomi was like, okay, bitch, the way that you suddenly proposed and plan to move to the other side of the world. I'm not moving anymore, girl. I'm just saying, honey, maybe Kat is feeling a little discarded. Well, same. I mean, Kat's my best friend, and she's not even happy for me. Okay, change of plans, Naomi says. I'm disinviting your ass to Uptown. What? Go fix this shit. Because the both of you clearly have things to say to each other. Hey, you made it. We're back at Uptown, and this is Ashley seeing Grayson, and he's there. We didn't even pick up from Friday. Y'all trash beyond the gates. Anyway, she's like, did you ever get that work thing resolved that you text me about, honey? He looking like, uh, he says, not exactly. I screwed up big time today. So, I mean, you want to talk about it? I mean, I don't know much about working in the lab, but I'm a good listener. So he sat down, was looking all around, like shit. She was like, I know professionals like us, we don't like to lean on each other. So if you don't want to talk to me, maybe you can talk to another lab tech. Shanice always taught me that we need to rely on each other as team members. So she said, even you could talk to maybe your supervisor. He said, well, look, now it ain't that fucking simple. And the only person who can help me is and involving them can make this just 1,000 times damn worse. So we're back at the red door. Samantha's still being worrisome to Smitty. Duh, Dad, you was telling me something about this last paragraph because he has the iPad in one hand and his phone in the other, looking at, his message from Jacob. So he's trying to focus, but he can't bring it in, honey. I don't blame him. So while he's talking to Samantha, how you can loop around this sentence and put the comma right here to okay, excuse me, boo. Let me go answer this phone. He got right up. So he says the only thing he says to Jacob, he's like, "You okay? I'm fine for now, but I don't think nobody else clocked me. But we need to talk ASAP, ASAP. Can you get away?" And so Smitty was like, "Yeah, same place. Yeah, come right fuck now." He took off his Superman glasses and said, Samantha, I got to fucking go. So he skedaddled. Wow, you are really beating yourself up. We're back at Uptown, and when I tell you he's doing shot after shot after shot, and he's telling the waiters, bring me some more. I mean, wow. I mean, mistakes happen. I mean, you're only human, Ashley says. What you got to do is learn from them and do better next time. Yeah. He said, look, a smarter person would have never let this shit happen in the first place. Not like this. Okay. When I first started at Garland, I accidentally notated a medication, a wrong medication on a patient's file. And the doctor caught it, and he was pretty firm when he corrected me. I mean, I was humiliated. I beat myself up for the rest of my shift. But do you know what it made me realize? He was like, what the fuck is that? It was a lesson that I needed to learn. Like me, that's me. That's me. I don't like making mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I know you say, Auntie, you're not perfect. I know I'm not fucking perfect. But if I make a mistake once, I promise you that mistake will never happen again. That mistake. Because I don't like to be careless. That mistake will never happen again. So I might make another mistake, But that one that you told me I needed, nah, that ain't gonna happen no more. I promise you that. Mental note, writing it down, sticky pads, whatever it is, that won't ever happen again. So yeah. I mean, thankfully I didn't actually administer the wrong med because that would have been a whole different conversation. So she just wrote it down. She didn't give it to the patient. So that's still wrong no matter what. I mean, that incident, it taught me that I really needed to slow down, which is the advice that I'm giving you right now. You are overextending yourself. And when you do that, slip ups happen. He says, look, the signs have been there all along. Okay. I've been so focused on keeping my head down and pushing through, I ignored them all. I couldn't stop. I just had to keep going. What that mean? He got so deep into the money. Wow. Okay, I need to take a picture. He looked real weird drinking out of this little shot glass. I need to take this picture. So she was like, "Yeah, I hear you. I mean, burnout catches us all. I just made a confession to Shanice that I had become jaded. I mean, you are a great man, Grayson Perez. I mean, you are. I mean, I wouldn't be here if you weren't. Oh, and the way that you're taking care of your mother, oh, that shows integrity." Well, damn. He said, if only I had known you before, I wouldn't be so far gone. Damn. Well, it's never too late. You don't have to carry this all alone anymore. So, whether you need help on finding financial resources or just want to vent at a bar, I'm here for you. He looked like, fuck. You sure? Your pop will be back any minute. We're back at the red door. He said, just tell him I had to run out and I'll be back soon. Samantha says, okay, I'll go and work on my projects. Martin comes back with the cake and shit. And so he was like, wait a minute, baby, you leaving? Did Tyrell call and say he needed a ride from the chess club? Smitty said, it's work. I have to go meet with my source. So Martin was like, now? Damn, I just got back. We had a whole plan. Smitty was like, yeah, I mean, we'll continue when I get back, okay? See, Smitty is so fucking hypocritical. Wasn't he in Martin's ass really bad last year about Martin putting things before the family? Wasn't he like that last year? That's why I'm like, Bradley, I'm not feeling you thus far, Bradley. I'm just not feeling you. I don't know. You being dangerous, bro. I don't like it. He was like, I mean, I gotta go. I mean, right? We can handle it when I get back. My whole story might be compromised. So Martin was like, well, I'm sorry to hear about that, and I know how important this is and how much you've been working on it. He was like, thanks, babe, but right now I'm more worried about my source than my byline. So Martin was like, what the fuck you mean? Do you suspect that they're in some type of danger? You want me to go with you? I'm there. I killed somebody before, so I got you. He was like, no, bringing my famous husband will draw unwanted attention. So don't worry, I'll be safe and I'll be right back. Smitty, I look and have Samantha show you her psych paper. Okay. You'll be impressed. So he gives him a kiss and he skedaddles. Okay, I was going to give you some space, but it seems like we need to talk this one out. So we're back at Nicole's office talking with this girl about how she needs to work on her hatred to this damn old ass woman. Are you and Chelsea spending too much time together, working together, living together, having the same friends? So I thought they was going to talk about Leslie. They talking about Chelsea. She's like, no, no, we've always been really good about going into our corners when we need to. I mean, we really got into it when I made the decision not to get tested for that damn BRCA gene, but I thought you got past that part. Yeah, but all of a sudden, honey, Chelsea got engaged out of nowhere. I don't know why I'm the only one that's noticed this shit, but three's a crowd. Did Chelsea ask you to leave? No, I made the decision. Mom, have you ever seen three grown women share a space? It's the toughest thing. My mama was something else, baby. She- Very hard to live with. Miss her though. But it's yeah, it's tough living with three women. Two, doable. Three, let me know if y'all ever did that. You, of course, if you young, you siblings, you have to share the space. That's tough. But when you grown and two of them as a couple, and you just have to be a cousin of one of them, nah, that's tough. So Kat was like, "Look, I was just doing us all a favor." And Chelsea had the nerve when just a few weeks ago she was preparing to move to freaking Denmark without so much of as a word to me. But y'all tripping the fuck out because I want to get a penthouse in DC? That's true. You two do have a direct impact on each other's lives, and that wasn't very considerate of her. It wasn't at all, Kat says. I remember when Danny declared that she was moving off to New York to become a model. I was already away at school, but man, it hit us like a ton of bricks. And Gran recruited you to talk some sense into her, didn't she? Maybe not the best decision on your mother's part. I meant on mother's part, but I was so upset with Danny for just being so selfish. I mean, stressing mother and daddy out like that. How could she just toss us away? But you know what Danny did? She went to New York, to Paris, to Milan, and became everything she knew she was. My frustration about with her decision wasn't about her at all. It was about me. Kat was like, "What you mean, mama?" At the time, I was going through a breakup with the first man I ever loved, Anthony. All right, Anthony. We ain't never heard of Anthony before. Right. Kat was like, "What? I ain't never heard this part of the story, honey." Oh, because it was so damn awful. All I wanted to do was to come home for the summer and have everything be exactly the way it was when I left. I wanted comfort and family, no big changes. And my sister, all she said was, "Oh, well, I'm out of here, bitch." Kat was like, "Honey, Aunt Danny has always been the one to follow her damn heart." A trait that she directly passed to her daughter. Danny's decision was not a direct impact on me. That mother and daddy me were not any less important than her. It was just something that she needed to do for her future. I hear you, Mom, and I will talk with Chelsea. I will talk to her. That's my girl. Bill, are you looking for a round of Texas Hold'em? It took me a few minutes to get some people in here, but I can make it happen. We are back at the cut. No, what is this? The hole in the wall, and this is what Joey is asking Bill because Bill is coming to Joey's hole in the wall, looking very, very concerned, honey. Shit, Bill was like, "Nah, a crowd is the exact opposite of what I fucking need right now." Takes a little deep breath and said, "Can we talk privately?" This is what Bill says to Joey. So Joey has a little bodyguard in there. Joey looks at his man like, "Get." So he leaves, and so Joey was like, "Wait a minute now. What's on your mind, Bill? Your employee and my wife. Is there something about Sammy and Haley I should know?" Please, Joey, please tell him, please. Don't let me push this button and you don't say nothing to Bill about what you know. Come on, man. Please, Joey. So Joey goes over to his bar, honey, and Bill is talking about how shaken up Haley has been since the mugging. She's paranoid, that bitch is worried, and she's nervous all the damn time. Her ass is all over the place. So Joey was like, "Well, she has been through a traumatic experience." Bill was like, "Well, damn, and it doesn't help that your guys can't even find this mother. Where is he?" He said, "You know what? The one thing I don't damn understand how this man can rob Haley and do the exact same shit to another woman in broad daylight. Now all of a sudden his ass can't be found." So Joy was like, "Well, what the fuck does this have to do with Sammy?" So Bill was like, "I thought he would have told you. Haley last night she tried to hire his ass to be her personal bodyguard." So Joy was like, "That's damn news to me." He was like, "Listen, if I would have known about it, I would have come to you way sooner." This is what Bill tells Joey before she tried to poach one of your men. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, Bill, it's cool, but I get it. I understand why Haley would want to hire someone that she likes and already trusts. Well, yeah, they have really have developed a bond. He twisted his neck a little bit. "Bill, you ain't jealous." He says, "And I hope there are no hard feelings me at talking to you about this joke." He said, "No blood lost. I mean, and actually, I admire Haley's chutzpah for going after what she wants." "Sorry, I am late. Cat stopped by the office just as when I was about to leave. This is the besties meeting together again at the country club. Nicole and Vanessa." Vanessa was like, "Girl, she should have joined us. I have a couple of more properties to show her." "Don't even. You know you only invited me over to dish about my date with Kyle." "Bitch, guilty as charged. So, tell me. I have become the woman that kisses and tells, and I love it. I tell you, that Daphne is so dope. I like that she has a little gap. Most people have gap on the top bottom of their teeth. She has it on the bottom, like right at the bottom. She has a little gap down there. She is so dope. I don't think I could steal it though. Y'all know Bruno Mars's new song. Well, her Carla, aka Danny, plus Miss Tooney. They all did like a little dance to Bruno Mars's new song, and it is so cute. When I tell you Daphne got some moves, honey, that girl got some moves. She be dancing. So yeah, it's really really cute. But yeah, I ain't mad at her. I'm glad that she's embracing her independence, her grown ass woman vibe. And I became like that too at one point. I sure did. I mean, I had some friends I used to tell a lot of my goody to. Didn't give a fuck either. And they was like, what? Yeah. So yeah, when you get grown like that and you enjoy it, yeah, honey, you got a friend like that that wants to just drink from that cup, honey. Pour, keep pouring, keep pouring, keep pouring. Oh, girl, he is just so, Nicole says. So Vanessa was like biting at the bit, like, what? Hey, he says he said. Ooh, she says bigger. She was like, it's like the man invented the meaning. Ooh. He touches my body and every cell lights up. Now that is hot, Vanessa says, barely fanning her face and sipping her some water, honey. Now I did get a surprising phone call while I was with him, though. Carlton's ass. Vanessa was like, bitch, I know you didn't answer that phone. So Nicole was like, fuck no, I ain't answer that fucking phone. Besides, my hands were a little occupied. Hands? With what? But he did leave the most sweetest and most thoughtful message. I can't wait to see him again and tell him thank you in person. Shit, Vanessa was like, bitch, Carlton or Kyle? Carlton, girl, I don't know. I think you want to thank Kyle some more. All right, we back in the alleyway. Smitty, Thug Smitty shows up with his little ball cap baby and his white, I mean, not his wife beater, but his hoodie. And Jacob looking at him like, motherfucker, what took you so long? So he was like, look, Samantha was right next to me when I got your text, all right? I was freaking out when you went radio silent on my ass. I had to do another drop. Right. Smitty was like, I'm surprised you went the fuck back after you got recognized. Yeah, it was risky, but I'm in it now. Flaking would have been worse. So Smitty was like, well, your gut definitely hasn't steered you wrong yet. Do you think the guy from the hospital is going to out you? He said, yeah, see, that's the fucking thing. We were both really shocked to see each other, but Grayson looked straight up fucking terrified. So, well, Smitty was like, well, if he's a low level guy in the operation just looking for some extra cash, maybe he don't want no damn trouble either. Well, nobody said shit when I made the drop, so I'm assuming he keeping his fucking mouth shut. So Smitty pulls out his phone so Jacob can start talking. He's like, look, okay, this guy Grayson. Have you ever, arrested his ass before? Maybe I can link some petty crimes, some shit that he done in the past. And also to the overall ring. And so Jacob was like, nah, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. So Smitty was like, okay, cool. So all right, what's his last name? Maybe I can dive in and do some digging. Perez. I'm sorry, Perez. Perez. So how do you know him? Smitty says. Jacob's like, fuck, man. He's dating Ashley, Naomi's best friend. Look, I know how bad it is to get over a bad day at work, so I'm not going to keep pushing you. I'll just leave you with this. We're back at the uptown, and this is her trying to make him feel better. I think Grayson is really hard on himself. Like he's like, I'm such a fuck up. You are. You really is. I don't, I think he works for Leah, but I don't think he's related to her. I think he really did need that extra money to help his mom. I think he's a good guy. That's why he ain't said shit yet. Nothing lasts forever, and I am pretty sure that you might get over it, all of this by morning. He said, yeah, more like I'll be over in the morning. Grayson, girl. They're not going to fire you over one mix up at the lab, okay? Garland knows your worth. You just like, look, bitch. Have you ever made the wrong decision that comes back to haunt your ass? Yeah, she has. A few times this year. Over and over, letting people in, not carrying your stress all alone. It helps. I love her hair. I know. James loves her hair. I love her hair. Like I said, I like when Ashley dresses like normal. Normal. I love this red on her so much. So he asks her, can we go back and talk to your place in private? You better not tell her shit. You better not tell her a damn thing. All the pictures that if I give a description, they'll be at the end of this video, y'all. Just so you know, I know sometimes it's hard for me. I'm a descriptive person, and yeah, it's hard for me to just watch this and not say anything. But y'all saw the show. Y'all already saw what Jen had. They see, teach Jazz. There you go, girl. Y'all already knew what Ashley had on during the show. You saw it. You saw it yourself. So, but I like that red sweater on her. It really looks really good on her complexion, and I like her. It looks really pretty, and I always loved her in the red lip. But you'll see the picture at the end. Yeah. She says, "Well, Naomi's coming," and he was looking like fuck. She's like, "What? But we don't have to stay long. I mean, we can just have one drink with them, and then we can go." He probably like them. Who the fuck is them? He probably think that Jacob is coming. Who the fuck is them? Yeah, he looks very very worried. He said, "Them is she bringing her husband?" She's like, no, actually, Jacob's been really busy lately." Naomi says that he's working on something special, and he looked like. Then it sounds like we hear one of Keith's music songs playing in the background at the end of that scene, because Keith's music is all through here. Keith, aka Ted, his album, I think his song something Bay or something like that, just reached a really milestone. So that's cool. Really cool to see that about him. So we're at Orphe Jeans, and we see Chelsea come in with a lot of patterns on today. I mean, it's very couture, but I don't like it. I don't know if I mean y'all will see it. I just don't like all of these patterns and stuff. I don't like it. Well, Kat is there. I don't know if they decided to meet or she just showed up there and Kat was there. So clearly they're gonna talk. But I don't like this outfit with all this. It's like it's hurting my eyes. It's cute though, but it's not. It's just too much. I'm sure that outfit is probably three, four, $500. I'm sure, but I don't like it. I'm sure y'all let me know in the comments below. I mean, I probably will have this outfit on maybe throughout the duration of the video, and y'all let me know what y'all thought about her outfit. Y'all let me know. So right when Chelsea was walking in, she had to brace herself, because when you're about to walk into the lion's den, baby, you got to brace. She goes up to her and says, "I got your text." Kat was like, yeah, I sent you one." They was like, "Girl," they started busting out laughing. "That's usually how text messaging works, cuz. I hate it when we fight." "Me too." So they both say they're sorries. And so Kat was like, "Girl, no, I'm the one that's sorry. I should not have been avoiding you. I'm so happy for you and Madison. I promise I am." "I mean, you know that, right?" "I mean, how could I? You've been MIA since the engagement. And I never meant to make it seem like the whole world had to revolve around my love life." "Yes, you did, girl. Yes, you did." So Kat was like, "Girl, this is huge. This is colossal. You should expect the people who love you, be happy for you, So she said, I'm truly am happy for you, girl. I was just caught off guard." This is what Kat says. I should have told you how I was feeling. It just happened so fast. I never intended to leave you out, cuz." She said, "I just didn't realize how much of a comfort and constant presence that she was in her life. This past year has been full of shit. Her parents split up, that woman and her damn bastard child, grand sickness, her kidnapping. You forgot about Chelsea's kidnapping, girl." So she said she just relied on her to be her Chelsea, like my Chelsea, for us to have our own thing forever and ever. Amen. "It will still be us, just with Madison and Tomas by our side. But it did kind of come off like you resented the fact that I'm getting married." Girl, I don't do that at all, girl. She says, "I adore Madison. The way she stood by you these past few months, all of that love and that support she gives you, girl, that's all I could have asked for. Girl, you should have the space to be able to become the woman that you are becoming. I'm sorry to make you feel like you didn't." "Oh, no, no, no. And so should you. And whatever step you and Tomas decide to take, I want you to take it knowing that I'm always here for you." Girl, I'm so glad we're finally talking again. I missed you. I missed you more. Oh my God, girl. Are we besties again? Oh my God. As if we were stop being us. And I'm so glad that everything is working out and you're not moving out anymore. Kat was like, bitch, I'm still moving the fuck out, girl." She said, "Honey, that ain't changed." No. Now, my question is, how does Joey feel? about the prospect of this double date. We're back at the country club, and this is what Nicole is asking Vanessa about this prospect double date. Instead of it being Carlton, it might be Kyle. Couldn't be more excited, Vanessa says. Joey Armstrong couldn't be more excited about being in an enclosed, intimate space with a couple that he doesn't know. What's so hard to believe about that? Vanessa says he's a great company. He is. Joey is really good. He's more private, but he's a great company. Joey can make conversation with everyone from the chairman of the board to the valet attendant. The only time that he's been really nervous around people was with Donnell and Deanna. He should. Isn't that sweet? She says. Oh, well, he and Donnell did get along well. And it will be even better with Deanna, she says. Nicole was like, but there is no rush for them to be introduced, right? She's still going through so much. Well, she may be coming home for the dedication ceremony, so I was thinking planning a nice dinner. Joey hasn't come around yet, but he will. I'm not worried. Nicole looks at her like, bitch, maybe you should be. I'm sorry. Sweetie, you don't see what's staring you in the face? Why did you keep doing this? And Vanessa don't get it. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Talking about tea tots? What? I'm sorry, Bill. We're at the hole in the wall, and this is what Joey is telling Bill. Sammy is one of my best men, and so I cannot spare him for the missus, but I do have other skilled employees who can help out if you're interested. Well, that won't be necessary because we plan on, skedaddling and going out of town for a little bit. And if we don't, I can hire my own fucking security. Youch, Bill. I wouldn't send anyone to you without them being properly vetted. It's not that I don't trust your instinct, Joey. It's just that we've always been mindful about keeping a certain level of distance between us. Well, I understand. Mrs. Hamilton being flanked by one of your known associates doesn't exactly make the best optics. Yeah, to make our connection, just a little bit too plain for me, Bill says, but I do appreciate the offer. Well, if it helps, Joey says, I've had my guys scour the DMV. There's no sign of them. So that I think it's likely that Haley's and not in really real danger anymore. So Bill was like, "Oh, so you're telling me that the motherfucker skipped town? How can you be so sure?" Call it a hunch, he says. So we are at the alley with Smitty and their hoodies and Smitty and Jacob and their hoodies. So Smitty, talking about this is getting too close to home. This is getting way too close to home. You think? Shit. He was like, what you fuck you gonna do, Jacob?" "Well, I'm gonna talk to Grayson directly and earn his trust. And then I'm gonna recruit his ass." Smitty was like, "What? Damn, that's ambitious. So if you're gonna get him to trust your ass, then you need to offer some type of protection. Should things go a little sideways, a little tilted." "Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. But in order for me to trust him, he's got to convince me that he's keeping Naomi and Ashley out of this shit." "Okay, ma'am. I mean, you're looking good and hot stuff. This is what's her name? Naomi coming into uptown. Like they acting like they ain't never been there before. She look cute. I mean, I already talked about her outfit earlier, and Grayson is still there looking all guilty and shit. So where's Chelsea at? Ashley says, "Oh, honey, she's visiting Kat. It's just us tonight, girl." So she said, "Hey, Grayson, oh, hey, you know what? I'm getting ready to go, Ashley. I'm not feeling any better. Hey, no, I didn't even get to cheer you up yet." And Naomi knows I really don't get into my best stuff, honey, until drink number 2. So she rubbing his arm, Ashley rubbing his arm. Grayson, he's had a hard work day at work today. You know how it is. Oh, Naomi says, "I'm sorry, boo, but I've been there. Yeah." So he asked her how does she handle it, and so she's obsessive. That pretty much she broke it down. She don't stop until she finds out what the cracks are because she's obsessive like that and perfect. So Ashley tells him, "Now see, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's intense." So she said, "Don't be like me, Grayson." Naomi was like, "Stay. Come on, stay here. Dwelling on the past, honey, does nothing for the present." Girl, you said a word right there, honey. She says, "And anyway, I was, looking forward to us catching up." And so Ash was like, "Too bad Jacob can't join us." "Yeah, he's with us in spirit," Naomi says. "Oh, girl, look what he sent me, girl." So she took a picture of the flowers. "Ooh, how gorgeous." "Oh, baby, I know that you don't know Jacob well, Grayson, but he is the best husband. He's the best detective." Just running her fucking mouth. Ooh, He's just pretty much the best in everything, and Grayson looking like that motherfucker. Wow, Naomi says his head will be exploding hearing that shit. Uh-oh. Grayson was like, so why is he not joining us tonight? Oh, Naomi says, he's training out of town. Mm. He will be back soon, and then the four of us can all get together. Yeah. Grayson is looking like, oh shit. I am not judging. I am just making an observation. We're back at the country club, and this is Nicole and Vanessa talking. So, what is Nicole talking about? Let's see. And what have you noticed? Vanessa says, well, on one hand, you say that you're drawn to Joey's dangerous charm, that he's thrilling and exciting, and that speaks to a part of you. And the other part, Vanessa says, you keep trying to make him more respectable. Vanessa says, well, you insist that he comes with you to social events at the club. We're together, girl. Who else am I going to invite? Joey's not like that, girl. You try to make him, you trying to fit this square peg into a round hole. It just ain't gonna fit, no matter what. You're trying to clean up his image with this clinic. Wait a minute, girl. You are judging a man who wants to provide free health care to the community? Like I said, I am not, okay? It's just easier to notice patterns when you're not sitting in the center of it. And now you want him to go on double dates with your closest friend and have intimate dinners with your kids. I don't hear a problem, Vanessa says. Vanessa, who are you trying to turn him into? I thought that we were on the same page about this. I can hold space for you and Madison. Back at Orphy Jeans, and I guess Chelsea don't like the fact that baby girl cat is still moving the fuck out. She do need to be by herself, so she says, I appreciate that, cuz, but this move ain't about you, so you know. Chelsea give that yeah right look. Okay, girl, it was in the beginning, all right? And when she gave that little twisted mouth, that's I'm not saying that's a DC thing because everybody do it, but I remember we did that a lot. Like, yeah, right. Stop lunching. Like, yeah, right. That is depth. I'm just saying for me, I'm sure that's universal. I'm not trying to claim that or say that we created it. But we used to do that all the time. Like, yeah, right, stop lunching. Lunching means stop lying. You try to piss in my tea, tell me it's lemonade. Y'all know what I always used to say. But yeah, right. That's what that look is. So Kat breaks it down, says, yeah, girl, I was just being a little too hasty. I wanted to move out before you kicked my ass out. Or you left first to move out to move in with Madison. So I was just trying to be the first to, you know, win this fight first. So she says, I talked to Tomas because she kept thinking it was about her. She's like, girl, no, it's not about you. I talked to Tomas and he highlighted a lot of things for me. All right. Living on my own is a necessary step in adulthood, which it is true. You had your own place in the city before you moved into your mom's guest house. But I went straight from my parents' house to Aunt Danny's. And it is nice to have your own place to do what you want. Yeah, girl. Have parties, play loud music, or honey, worth walk around, honey, in my birthday suit if I want to, honey. Yeah. Girl, I do that now. Kat was like, girl, I know. I've seen you. But I get it, girl. I'm just gonna have to start missing you all over again. That's all. Girl, I will still be at the studio all the time, honey. Remember, we do share a business, all right? And you have to help me plan the wedding of the decade, cuz. I am at your service, honey. Ready to source the perfect gown or keep unruly bridesmaids in fucking check. You mean it? Of course I do, honey. We are planning a wedding, girl. Oh my God. All right, we're back at the Red Door. Samantha's talking about how grandma helped her understand about this that whole psychological project that she's working on. Grandma helped her realize how the brain helps process different things. Girl, wait, guess let's get back to the alleyway. So they kept talking about how proud he was of her about the project. She's going to ace it. She's like, I wanted to understand things better. It's not like I'm going to talk about our private business in public now. He's like, I ain't worried about that. Said, Dad and I will be so proud of you. His phone rings. It's Smitty calling him. Oh, that's your daddy now. Spoke his ass up. So he is on his way home. Let's cut him a piece of that cake. That thing looked good. It was pretty. It was sitting there. Oh, that's the star of this show, honey. That damn cheesecake. And the young lady who's playing Deanna, I wanted to do a quick pause about that. I just started following her on IG. She's been acting for over 10 years. She last year she said it was really tough for her. She was sleeping on one of her friend's couches for a long time. She said she auditioned for that role back in October, and she was sleeping and really doubting her acting abilities and all this acting. Sometimes you really do go through the cycle of like, what should I be doing this shit or not? And the day that she had decided that she was going to give the fuck up, that's when she got the call that she was landed the role of Deanna McBride. So when I hear stories like that, I'm so happy to see that there's hope for all of us, anybody. You just got to keep pressing on. Like I said, this will be 15 years for me acting. And what I might do is like if I get the role in this particular show, I might do another live like I did before and do it and bring you all on camera and if I already have the script in my possession, so if I get, the role and if they give us the green light to go ahead and make the announcement, I'll do one final live before I, have to disappear. And we'll get on camera and him and Haw and talk and stuff. And I will hold up the script of what I got cast for. So that's what I'll do. I'll do that. I thought about that the other day. Like, I want to do one more live for my people before I disappear. Because again, I'm still gonna watch the show. I might not be able to do the recaps line by line, precept by precept for a little bit, but I'm still gonna watch the show. And if there's something that pops up, I might just like, you know what, bitch, what that was about. I might do that just to keep my channel going. But when I get back into it, into the details, I'll come back and do it. But April might be a really, really busy month for me. But I will definitely do one final live and show y'all the script if I get cast. So I'll let you know. All right. I get us back to the alley, y'all. So we get back to uptown, and so Naomi gets a text and say that Chelsea and Kat are on their way. And so Ashley breaks it down to Grayson that Chelsea is engaged to Dr. Montgomery, who's over that Parkinson's project that he was telling you about. So he confirms with Naomi that his mother has Parkinson's, and he's hoping that the work that Madison does at the hospital helps. He tells her that I saw your grandmother's interview. She's very encouraging and inspiring. And while they're talking, his phone rings, and I think it's Jacob. He looks at the phone and it says unknown caller. So he tells Ashley, you know what? I better take this. It might be the hospital. Who's this? He says. Grayson, it's Jacob. We need to fucking talk. Don't your ass say a single word about what the fuck you saw until we do. I think that Grayson thinks he's a fuck up. I think that he's always beating himself up. That's what he's coming off as. If that's what the actor is portraying, is working. All right, that is the end of episode number 46, season 2. Beyond the Gates is going to get this all matched together, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.